What's up, ATC fam, and welcome to another Member of the Month interview. Today, we are here with the great, the illustrious, the fantastic Cayah Leavy.
Wow. What an introduction. Wow.
Okay, so let's roll that intro. So, Cayah, how have you
Yeah.
been? Where have you been?
Um, I have been pretty good. I've been pretty involved with school the past few months. It's been
Mhm.
pretty busy. I'm in my junior year. Um, so I've been doing that. I was playing soccer. I've been working a lot and I've been protecting my peace. I've been
Ooh,
finding some joy doing some things that I like. Um, yeah, so that's what's up with me right
we
now.
love that. We love protecting my peace.
Thank you.
Self-care.
Yes.
Important, important. How do you be keeping your peace? Protecting
Um,
your peace.
I think I definitely have become a little bit more reserved in the past couple months.
Okay.
And by reserved, I mean not involving myself in things that probably will prevent me from um staying content with who I am in my identity and making sure that my character and my integrity isn't um, being forgotten. So I think just putting myself in better situations and being aware of my surroundings a little bit more and being a little bit more careful with how I choose to lead my life with people, um, places, things I'm doing. And I'm just replacing a lot of the things that made me feel drained, I
Mm.
guess, with a lot of things that bring me a lot of joy. So that's how I'm taking care of myself. And it's definitely a process that makes you feel a little lonely and definitely a
Mm.
little unsure of yourself, but it's definitely has an outcome that makes it all worth it. So
Snaps.
thank you.
Snaps. We love a self-care girl. We love it. We love it. But no, that's great. That's amazing. Um, I know, correct me if I'm wrong, this past summer you had a really, really good opportunity.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, this summer I went and traveled to Guatemala for 2 weeks. It was a study abroad program I did through my school. My school does this program, and it's called the Park and Fellowship Program. And basically, if you have a service project, a community project, something you want to do, and you want to get funded for it, basically, and pay like no money, you can sign up and apply for it. So I applied um, winter last year,
Mhm.
um, of my sophomore year, and then I got accepted, and I went to Guatemala in July, a few weeks after my birthday, and it was like the best experience I've ever had.
Mhm.
I've never traveled outside the country before. I've never lived with another family. I've never been in a place where the first language is not English. And I've never been in a place that was so small and just so like intimate.
Mm.
Um, and Guatemala was beautiful. I was with about 11 other kids, all across the world, actually, somewhere from the United States. One girl was from Hong Kong. Um, and we were with three instructors that were from Guatemala. And basically, we learned how to cook authentic Guatemalan food. We accustomed to daily life there. We went to Spanish school. We went to all different parts. So, like, rural areas and then also very urban areas as well. And there was actually like a pretty big difference between the two versus like the average person that lives in like Guatemala City versus the average person that might live in San Antonio Palopa, which was like the rural town. And so it was beautiful there. My skin and my hair actually were so much better while I was there. I would just like to say the water was beautiful. Everything was really beautiful. Guatemala is very vibrant. Um, everything about it is beautiful. The food was amazing and the people were amazing. And I've been taking Spanish since I was 5, so I've been knowing the language for a little bit now, and I was speaking it a lot there, and it was amazing because I could only speak to my host family in Spanish, and it's actually cool. They speak like a sub-language of Spanish there, which is called cachiquel, which is more sounds than really words. I wasn't able to learn it, but I was able to communicate with my host mom, and she was telling me some words in cachiquel, and I wish I could repeat them, but I cannot. But it was overall it was very illuminating and very, very transparent and just very beautiful. It was a beautiful experience, and I wish for everyone to go on a trip like this once in their life and to just be very open-minded and try and make connections like that. So yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. And then I went to the beach with my family in August. That was really beautiful too. So yeah.
It's great. That's great. Okay. You dropped a lot of great stuff on us, so I gotta break some of that stuff down.
Yeah.
Favorite Guatemalan food?
I'm gonna have to say, honestly, it was the beans, the chicken, and tortillas. Like that's really like a lot of the meals we had. But I mean, just like the flavor was like insane. Like it was insane. Like that, it was just so simple, but it was so effective. And I ate fish, and I have to say, I used to eat fish a lot, and I don't really eat fish a lot anymore, other than like sushi and like shrimp. But we had fish, and with like some lemon on it, pretty good.
Love that. Love that. Culture. What's the culture like in Guatemala? I don't know much about the Guatemalan.
Yeah. So, where I stayed at, in the rural area, very, it was very small for one. Everyone knew everyone, and like the social norms there were pretty standard, I think. A lot of the women, most of them were pretty much dressed in these vibrant, like, long dresses that had like sort of, I don't know what type of fabric it is, but it was, they all wore like these like long dresses. And a lot of the moms either had like some small businesses or they worked with school children. My host mom worked with school children, so some days in the morning before I'd go to my Spanish school, I'd work with her, and we'd make food like plantains and some tomato sauce, beans, eggs, tortillas, cheeses, and then a lot of the fathers either worked at night or worked very early in the morning, so I never saw my host dad in the mornings. I primarily saw him for dinner. So that's kind of what the cultural life was like there. And there was pretty much like convenience stores pretty much everywhere. So like my host family, their house was like right here, and then if you would have walked just like a little bit down, there was a convenience store right there. So there's convenience stores pretty much everywhere, and again, like it was very small. And I noticed like a lot of the people in these smaller areas are more likely to talk to you, whether it be like the youth or some of the older families, versus like in the city where it gets a little bit more touristy, like in Shela and in Antigua. It definitely got a little less cultural and a lot more touristy and a lot more American, so to say. So the culture is very different in the urban areas in Guatemala versus the rural areas, but there's a lot of vendors, trying to sell you different things, but at a lot of them they were actually selling the same things. So whether it was like bracelets or fabric, they were all actually selling a lot of the same things, and I was able to bring some home. And they do really beautiful ceramics there. So I made ceramics while I was there. I brought some home for my family and some of my friends. And yeah, so the culture there is beautiful. They make a lot of things with their own hands. They weave, do a lot of cooking, a lot of celebrating. Yeah, so that's what the culture was like there. It was very friendly, and it was very different than the culture
That's
here.
great. No, I love that. I love that you're describing such amazing things.
Yeah.
And like in my brain, I'm like, I wish I could see it. Do you have any pictures that you could
Yeah.
let's look at those pictures now. Great. Those pictures were amazing. I just really loved all the colors, like you said, and that glow up you had. Ooh, such
Wow,
a great.
thank you.
It's wonderful. Um, so what else have you been up to? So you were talking about school, finding your peace. Oh, right. Junior girly. Now a junior girly. How's that coming? Because junior year is the year.
It is, it is. Well, I honestly was so nervous to start my junior year. I mean, I've heard a lot about your junior year. It's
Mm.
stressful, it's draining, it's amazing, it's terrible, it's the worst time of your life. And, obviously none of that made me feel any better. Um, but it's honestly, it really isn't going as bad as I was really anticipating it to be.
Mhm.
My school is pretty academically rigorous. So the work piles and it piles, and it can be pretty difficult. But I'm actually managing it and managing my time pretty well. And I'm doing pretty well. I'm improving a lot, which is just really important to me because I feel like I wasn't able to show my true potential on my freshman and sophomore year, and I feel like I'm getting the chance to do that now. And it's exciting to actually be able to demonstrate my knowledge. You know what I mean?
Love
I've always felt like something was holding me back and I wasn't able to like perform to the best of my ability, but now I feel like I'm actually showing everything that I know in like the best ways that I can. So it's going okay, and I'm learning a lot and I'm making terrible decisions and terrible mistakes.
that.
But I think I'm actually learning from them and like subconsciously not doing it. Do you
Right.
know what I mean? Like sometimes I
Right.
think we stop doing things and we don't even realize that we stopped doing it, or we start doing things and we don't even
Mhm.
realize it. And sometimes we need someone to like tell us, "Hey, you're doing this and you look foolish," or "Hey,
Mhm.
like you're doing this and that's like really cool. This is what you're like now. That's really cool." And so it's good and it's bad and it's everything all at once, and it's really lifing, and I'm definitely enjoying and I'm hating it. So yeah.
No, I feel that. I feel that. That's wonderful. Any gonna ask the question everybody hates. Any college thoughts you have so far?
Oh, like honestly, I didn't realize that the college questions would really just automatically start as soon as I turned 16. And as soon as I started junior, I thought this was a senior year thing. But no,
No.
it's starting now. I definitely have some ideas of where I want to go and what I want to do, but again, this day and age, the economy, what's going on right now, there's so many uncertainties about everything that, anything could change
Yeah.
really at any time. And there's just a lot going on right now. So it's definitely a lot to choose from, but I am really interested in UNC Chapel Hill, North
Okay.
Carolina. Um, I'm interested in Syracuse. Um, yeah. So
That's fine. That's great.
yeah. So,
No,
yeah, yeah.
no pressure, no stress.
Wow, thank you.
You just have to pass the SATs. They don't even do that anymore, do they?
Right. Well, I mean, a lot of schools are actually test optional now, but
Yeah.
I'm still taking the SAT.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
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 Now I only have to go to 1600. Back in my day, SATs were 2400, and we had to deal with,
Wow.
writing, and it was interesting.
Wow. So I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Times have changed, and
Times have changed.
COVID did a lot.
Yeah, it did.
Uh, yeah. Speaking of COVID, you were in a really great show during COVID. It was Living in Color. Um, and I just want to put a clip. I'm just gonna throw a clip in for everybody. So let's go to that.
You can wait. And how about you? Yes, great job.
Problem is, excuse me, can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, the pass is on my desk.
Being treated differently in school is something I've gotten used to. Whether touching a difficult subject about Black history or even asking simple questions like, can I go to the bathroom? The vibes between the two are somehow similar, and the intensity of the room seems to go up and up and up as if I said something alarming. But when a non-Black student assumes the wrong thing about slavery, no one, not even the teacher, wants to jump on it and say, hey, no, that's not it. Because they don't know what to jump on, and so they expect me to back them up, cover it up, and explain everything to the class and have no problem with it. But I thought just a second ago you were treating me differently, and now you want me to buddy and you want me to save you. What I will do is correct you, but what I'm not about to do anymore is sit back and watch you get away with things. Even if it's just me, myself, and I can't just give up. And now I admit not everyone is like this, but some people are and aren't educated enough on the topic. So please, let's talk equality. We should all be equal, right? Same questions, same way answered, no suspicions. But spoiler alert, that's not the way things are. And so the way they can become equal is if we start to talk about the uncomfortable things. But oh wait, I tried that already, and you still continue to treat me some type of way because the color of my skin. That doesn't sound much like equality, does it?
That was such a great clip. Every time, Cayah, you get on stage, it is amazing. It was amazing. So little birdie told me something that I wanna, poke your brain about. So you've been busy, and we're always gonna pull you right on back.
Right.
So little birdie told me we're gonna be working on a show next year,
Whoa.
coming out in March. It starts rehearsal in January, and we're gonna be having some 3 guest directors. I'm thinking Shonda McDill or a Mark Clayton Southers or a Dominique Briggs. That's be something you want to be interested in? It sounded like it's maybe gonna be like a 1-act situation.
Is this January 2025?
Yeah, so this rehearsal January 2025, show end of February, beginning of March. Keep it on your calendars, y'all. Let's see if we can get Cayah's commitment now.
You know what? I'm sorry, Shay. I think I'm gonna have to do it. Of course. It's been, I mean, my life and my schedule is just been so like all over the place, and I haven't gotten the time to just like sit down and write and sit down and think, and I need to get back in to the theater and just do what I like to do most, and I think this is
Well, that's great.
my outbreak. Yeah.
That's great. People, keep an eye on that, because looks like Cayah just made an online commitment. Anyway, so
I really appreciate that.
you did, and we'll see you January 4th. Anyway,
2 days after New Year's, perfect.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. Cayah, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can always search me up on the internet, literally Cayah Leavy, Cayahleavy. I have a couple Articles are written about me, a couple things that I'm in that are on the internet. But I'm also on pretty much all socials. I am on Instagram. I also recently I've started a Facebook and Twitter, so Cayah, Leavy on all those platforms too.
Understood. Are there any closing statements you would like to tell people before we head out?
I think I just want to say thanks for watching, and please contact me if you need anything. Contact ATC. If you're interested, if you have a friend that's interested, if you ever want to come to a show, if you just want to learn more about it, learn more about theater, learn more about personality and protecting your peace, let me know. That's my specialty. Yeah, so thanks, guys.
Okay. Well, thank you guys, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.